back. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. It is.
Joe's dressed today. Oh, wait. Am I explaining? Wait. Joe, you're dressed today.
It is well. We thank God.
What the hell's going on?
Church. Went to church this morning. I am a
Finally.
Christian. I'm a Christian, born again Christian to be exact.
Just for today.
Not for today, forever. Starting today, forever on. Okay? All right. Gave my life to God. Thank you. I am now saved.
Joe's such a liar.
I am. Now I need to just find a wife for the church to be my first lady.
He always has to find a wife.
I will be a pastor of a church from now on. And if you want to come to my congregation, tithe will be 20% of your paycheck, not 10%. But
the Word of God says 10%.
the Word of God says 10, but
Anything above that
but
is
in the
awesome.
background and in the contract that I'm gonna have all my congregation sign, it's don't worry. Just come to my church. We'll start it off. Don't worry.
So you're gonna be a fraudulent pastor.
Not a fraudulent pastor, but a pastor's got to eat. All right.
Okay.
All right. Pastor's got to eat.
Anyways,
That's all I
Joe.
know. That's all I know. That's all I'm gonna say for now. When I become the church, I still got to get ordained.
Okay.
Of
Wow. October must really be a special month.
It was.
Because Joe's dressed on set,
was.
number one.
It was.
Number two, there's been a lot going on
And
in
I
October.
usually am fly on set, so I don't know why you're trying to come for my life. I usually.
He looks like a soccer dad on set
Wow,
usually.
soccer dad.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But yes, October must be a special month.
It is.
The year's
It
almost
is.
over.
It is. It is. It's
2
almost
more months and the century. Everyone keeps saying the century's over. I'm like, oh my God, it really is.
It's gonna be 2020, right?
It's gonna be 2020.
Sheesh,
Ugh.
I'm getting old.
This year was a blur.
It was. It did go by pretty fast.
It was like, Happy New Year! And it was my birthday and it was just like, October.
It flew.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we celebrating Nigerian Independence Day.
Hey.
You know, shout out to all my Nigerians that watched the show.
I wasn't too, like, excited about this year's Independence. I don't know why.
Why?
I mean, I didn't really post, like, a flag. I didn't do, like, what I normally do.
I posted 3 flags and I was.
I didn't post anything because I'm just not, Nigeria's a great country. I'm just not, like,
Nigeria
I don't know.
is my country, and I
forever.
will dance it.
I know, but just knowing what you know about what's going on is just like,
It is. It is a lot going on.
Nigeria's
but
a long way to go, but I'm still a proud Nigerian.
Of course.
Nigeria's a blessed nation.
Of course. We had
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Even we had a lot of fun last night.
Last
at
night,
at
Fino
the
concert.
Fino Final.
Hey, Chineke. That's the only Nigerian thing Joe knows
No.
how to even say.
I knew all the words to every song. I was singing. Especially That's
all he knew.
I was in the front.
Fino speaks Igbo, so
Fino, he was touching everybody's hand. He touched my hand real
he
quick.
did not touch Joe's
He
hand.
touched my hand
Joe was in
real
the
quick.
back with
I
me.
was not
Joe
in
was
the
dancing. Next time I turned around, Joe was by the bar dancing on top of a chair. I'm like, wait.
I was a little drunk. I'm not
Joe
gonna
was
lie.
on top of a chair
Fino-
dancing with his friends.
Fino got me
I
a
can't.
little tipsy.
You
but
were
I
not
was,
on stage.
I was enjoying myself with Fino. No, I did go backstage real quick.
You
we
did
shook
not.
hands. Me and
No.
Fino shook hands.
Joe, really?
He even said it. He said, "Tokes, I watch your show all the time." He shook my hand.
Lie.
All right, he didn't
What
say
show
it,
is he
but
watching?
he's going to.
Well,
He's
you guys
trust me.
better tag him so he can watch the show.
He will. All right. We had a whole Yoruba Igbo connection. All right. It was like this. Me and
What part of Yoruba land are you even from?
The
Are you a
west side.
Lagosian?
West side of Lagos.
West side of Lagos. Where's your village?
West side.
Hey,
West side.
Joe, get out.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out.
Haters is gonna hate. I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna head out.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Okay. So yes, Fino was the highlight because it was in New Jersey. There were
Yes.
other events too that happened.
Yes.
You know, they had the parade, the
Yes.
annual parade in Manhattan.
Parade was pretty fun in New York. It was
It
very
was,
fun.
but I didn't go.
You didn't go.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
This is the first year. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired.
I was still out there with the youngins.
The
I was
young
singing.
kids.
I
Joe
was
didn't
singing.
go. Well,
I had on the green thingy on my face. I said,
You're such a liar.
I was having a good time. This whole month was good.
It's been an interesting month.
I even celebrated Christopher Columbus Day.
No, you did not.
I did.
That was last Monday.
Last Monday.
Did
yes.
you have work?
Technically, yeah, but I didn't really do nothing at work.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I had to go into work too, but I never observe, and I don't care to, because we don't celebrate colonizers.
We don't.
But in other news, several states in the U.S. have now changed it from Columbus Day to remembering the indigenous people. So it's now Indigenous People Day, which I'm all for.
I'm all for that too.
Yes, because they're the original owners of the land.
They are.
Don't come here and steal a land and then say Columbus Day. No.
Shout out to all my Native Americans.
Shout out to them. On the reservations at that too.
Yes, I'm part Native. I'm part Native American myself. That's where I get my good hair from. When I grow out my hair, I got the easy curls, but that's neither here or there. I'm not trying to make anyone jealous here. You know?
I think Sokumba.
What's that?
You're not Native American.
No, on my father's side, twice removed. We're from the land of Navajos, actually.
Joe, you got my
We're
nerves.
Navajo people, actually.
You're a liar.
Pocahontas is my great grandmother, actually. That's where we get.
Yeah, and I'm Blackfoot.
Yeah, oh well, that's between you and your God. But me and my God know our background. Okay, so don't try that.
Okay,
with
Joe.
mine, okay.
But yes, I'm happy to hear that a lot of states are embracing
That is good.
You know,
That is
so it's good. The
lot
world
of-
is coming along.
I wouldn't say that because they are embracing legalizing weed everywhere. And
I'm for it.
You're for it?
The oil.
How about gay people? Are you for that?
So moving forward,
Okay. Alright.
October has been an interesting month, you know. Yeah, it's a little personal opinions here. October's been a very interesting month.
It has been.
So remember the Amber Geiger story that we talked about?
Yes.
Who was
yes.
the off-duty police officer. She came home to her apartment building, entered the wrong apartment building because she thought it was hers.
Yes.
And, well, the wrong apartment.
Yes.
And then shot an unarmed black man, Botham Jean.
Everything's.
He was home eating ice cream. Remember that story? We
Yes.
talked about it a
Yes.
couple shows ago.
Yes.
So she got recently sentenced to 10 years.
Good.
It's
Justice.
good, but 10 years is small.
Wait.
Yes, it is. For murder, yes, it is. And it was senseless. First of all, the guy had a red doormat. You don't have a red doormat. You were that tired?
But nobody looks at. Do you look at the doormat? You know, you're coming home late.
But that's
I'm not
like,
trying to. I'm not
okay,
giving her excuse.
Granted, she was probably on the phone. Like,
Yes.
people are always on the phone,
Yes.
texting.
Yes.
But I don't text and walk. I like to be aware of my surroundings. You know
I do.
how am.
I do.
So,
I do.
but if I see a red doormat and I know, oh, I don't have a red doormat. We're not answering the, like, anyways, so she made the mistake.
She did make the mistake.
But he didn't have any weapon on him.
Yes.
There was no need for him to die like that.
Yes.
It was senseless. He was just home watching TV, eating ice cream.
Yeah.
And I think his door is kind of broken a little. Like, so that's how she was able to have access to it.
Yeah, that's.
Anyways,
that's kind of crazy.
She got sentenced to 10 years. And there was also clips of his brother giving her a hug. Then the judge came and hugged her. This is a murderer. Okay. But if it was a black man, nobody's hugging anyone.
Nobody's hugging anyone.
And he's not getting 10 years. He's going to get life.
No, he's getting life.
Okay?
Sure.
Let's just be very clear.
But we are Christians, so forgive and forget. The brother.
On the topic of that, yes, we're Christians,
We are Christians.
but I don't think I'm even there yet to be giving her a hug.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not giving you a hug.
I'm not the easiest.
I'm sorry.
Christian. No, I'm not.
You just killed my brother.
Yeah.
I'll forgive you. I'm working on that. But I'm not hugging you.
No, not hugging.
So-
I might spit at you actually.
I might get kicked out of court.
Yeah, I'll get kicked out of court. I'll be like, I can't
But I'm not
believe
hugging
she
you. I'm
still
sorry.
did
People
you.
are like,
She still
oh,
did
it's a
you.
Christian thing. I'm a Christian. Don't get me. And I know you're supposed to forgive
Forgive and forget. That's
because
what it
Christ
is.
forgives.
Christ always forgives.
But I'm not hugging you.
I'm hugging
It's a
you.
little too far.
I'll eventually hug you.
It's a little too far.
I'll hug you when I come visit you in prison. After
Yes,
5 years. After
yes.
5 years.
But watch her. They sentenced her 10 years, but watch her get parole for being on good behavior.
Yeah, of
then it's
course.
cut down to 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess justice was served because she was sentenced, but not all the way.
I just want her to spend at least 5 minutes in prison. She needs to be scared in prison.
She needs life.
She needs life.
Yes. Anyways,
Oh, thank
so
God
there
you're
was a
not
witness
judge.
on trial. I know, thank God I'm not a judge. I'll be talking about.
You'd be a tough.
So there was a witness on trial who happened to be Botham Jean's neighbor,
Yes.
and he died. He was murdered
Scandal.
days after this sentencing. So it's scandalous.
Scandalous.
They'll say, no, it might be some foul play with some gang activity or something. It's not.
Gang.
People have different
They're using
views
gangs
on it,
for my people. They're using gangs.
but I don't think it's that.
Is he Haitian?
He's an African American man.
But is he Haitian?
Botham Jean?
Yeah.
No, he's not Haitian. I think he's from one of the other. St. Lucia?
St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Anything with Jean, I'm just thinking.
Because it's a Creole,
Yeah,
French.
it's a French,
No,
yeah.
but there's
Okay.
other islands that have
I
French
understand.
names.
I understand.
But yes, so within days of testifying, he got
The name
murdered.
was- Okay.
Yes. And then weeks after the sentencing, a girl named Tatiana Jefferson was murdered in her own home. This is now Fort Worth, Texas. Texas is hot
Texas is too
this
hot.
month. Hot.
Way too hot.
But yes, so she was murdered in her home. So one of her neighbors noticed that her light and the door was open from 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. into 2 a.m. So it was like a non-emergency phone call and a phone number that was used. So a call was made saying, oh, my neighbor's door has been open with the lights on since 10 p.m. It's currently 2 a.m. Can you send someone out to come and check to make sure everything's fine?
Which is
Which is good.
good.
A concerned neighbor.
Very concerned.
So the police came out And this one particular officer did not even announce himself. He started walking around the house, saw Tatiana at the window. She looked out the window, and he yells, "Hands up," and then shoots her. No opportunities were given for her to even do anything, and you're shooting her. And she was babysitting her 8-year-old nephew.
Yep.
And the lights were on because we were playing video games. You know, I'm not a gamer, but I know it takes time, it takes hours. You guys can be on a thing on a console for hours.
Yes.
I don't know how it goes, but I'm aware of it because I have a brother. You know, it takes hours. Yeah, they're home. Yes, the door might have been open, okay, but the neighborhood might be safe enough for you to say, okay, let me leave my door open. Or at least the main door.
I'm not having my door open.
At all.
At all.
I know.
At all.
I know, it's unfortunate. But he was let out on a $200,000 bail. And I don't think I actually followed up on the rest of it, but
we're gonna have to follow up.
He did resign, so he's no longer a cop.
Duh.
And he just became a cop in 2018.
Well, that's his problem.
So yes. So Texas is on the roll. It's a big state, but it's been in the news lately a lot.
They're looking for janitors, all right? Mr. Officer, they're looking for janitors now.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes. So what else is going on in October? Oh, DeVito and Choma had their first child together. This is his third. And it's a boy.
He has 3 kids already now?
He has 2 girls. This is his first son. We're happy.
We're happy. He needed a son.
People, women are so powerful.
He needed a son.
You see how she tamed him?
All right.
Come back.
All
but yes, their son's name is David Ifeanyi.
Yay.
I told you they're gonna work out.
We don't know. Just
she had a baby in the UK.
Okay, just because they had a baby don't mean they're gonna work out. Plenty of men leave their wives after.
I still have. I beg, make I hear what. I still have hope in DeVito and Choma. Plenty of men. I know a child doesn't keep a man. I know.
Yeah, a child doesn't. And it's.
But can we be happy?
And it's Davido. All right,
oh please,
Davido.
But this is the first woman that made him like cool low down.
She didn't do nothing. It's all a choice. For men, it's all a choice. And we either want to be with the woman
or you down.
Okay, it's that simple.
Ew.
Right now, we'll see what happens.
And Joe's looking for a wife. Nobody applied.
I'm just saying, those men, not me. Of course, I'm a pastor.
Joe's not a pastor.
See what I'm wearing? I'm an ordained minister, okay?
Joe's a criminal. He's not a pastor.
I'm not a criminal. I do business. It's business on the side.
Okay, James St. Patrick.
No, I'm not.
Okay, Ghost.
But business on the side. But still, pastor. But we'll talk about my contract with my congregation later. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, 20%.
Okay, 20%. Okay, and we're not crooked in my church, all right? And we accept all people, black, white, Nigerians. Doesn't matter to me. Money is green. Okay,
money is green.
Money is green.
That's the motto.
That is the motto. That is what we're going by. And my background will be a church, but it'll be a green cross.
Green.
It'll be a green cross behind me. Believe that. Everyone will come to my church. I promise you.
You're so annoying.
One day it'll be in someone's basement. The following year it'll be in a mega church. I promise you that, huh? You speak it into existence.
Amen. I'm not coming to the church, but amen.
Elizabeth will be at the church. Don't listen to her.
She
will be, all right? And I'll be the first one that'll be preaching, okay? And I'll be like, we walk by faith, not by sight. All right? Amen? Huh?
Hey.
Turn to your neighbors. I already got it down packed already. I do this whole pastor thing.
I'm reporting you. Anyways, because Joe's dressed today, so he doesn't know how to behave. Anyways, so Nigeria, there was a big fire in Onitsha.
Yes.
And Onitsha is in Anambra State.
Yes.
Okay, so a tanker was going along, the brakes gave out, and there was a big oil spill. I mean, it collapsed, and it was a spill into the gutters.
Sheesh.
Yes, which caught fire. The impact caused a fire. So this fire spread, because the fire was spreading through the gutters, okay?
Sheesh.
And I believe it destroyed nothing less than 6 homes.
Oh my God.
And burned down a market. Ochanja Market, I believe. Yes, is what it's called. And it's a big market.
That's a very big market.
Yes. So people didn't only just lose homes, they lost businesses and things like that. Some lives were lost too. A lot of lives were lost, actually. So the fire people, I don't know what to call them in Nigeria, as firefighters, said that they came there promptly when the fire happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was a fault in the water pump.
Of course.
So they couldn't really respond to the fire.
Of course.
Okay. What's wrong with this picture?
One, I think they use what? They use water to, they try to use
a
water.
water pump
Yeah.
for a chemical fire?
Well, Elizabeth.
That's already strike one.
Not everyone is a chemist.
I don't care.
Not
But you have to be
everyone.
fully equipped to do your job. You can't just say, oh, let me hire a local man from the village on the street to come and fight fires. You have to be knowledgeable because there's different classes of fires.
I mean, people.
Class A fires are from what? Wood burning, fabric burning, paper. You know, your regular, everyday, like, fires.
Right.
You can use water.
Right.
But a chemical fire, you have to use dry agents or dry chemicals to
But do
quench
they,
the fire.
do they have resources to get the dry agents?
That's another question.
Okay.
So now the question is, what policies do we have in place for fires?
Policies.
Fires of that capacity.
Is Nigeria ready for policies? Do they have policies on anything in Nigeria?
But these policies are not being implemented.
Implemented. You're using
Yes.
you're using too many big words.
But we're not being. But who is regulating all these policies? Okay, let's say it was a Class A fire
A simple fire.
where like paper caught on fire, wood,
Correct.
fabric. Okay,
Okay.
not a tanker,
Okay.
but regular things
Okay.
where you can use water.
Okay.
Are they going in to do like monthly checks, even weekly checks, inspections?
Then that you'd have to pay someone to do that.
But these are things that are supposed to be in place. You cannot come out and say, "Oh, yeah, we responded on time, but the water pump was faulty." I don't want to hear that. But who are we holding accountable for these things? How can you just come out and say the water pump was faulty? Do you have a neighboring fire station in another, town over that could have came to your rescue? But these are senseless deaths. Once again in Nigeria. Nigeria is a blessed country. We get ahead though, we can read book. But what's going on? The local politicians, because this has nothing to do with Buhari right now.
It's a local politician, yes.
We have local politicians in place.
Yes.
But what policies are in place for things like this?
It's going to take time.
How long is it going to
It's
take?
going to take time.
Nigeria needs a reform.
It's the new generation. It's our
Political
job.
reform.
It's our
like
job.
some of the older people in office are like training these younger ones to be just like them.
Right.
I just feel like Nigeria needs just to gut out anyone that has any political ties, young and old. Just go. Start all over.
That's easier said than done.
I know, but that's what's needed. Because this is stupid. If this was in the United States, you think all those people would have been dead? No. There would have been something going on. California has mass fires every year because the forest there, it gets dry, there's a drought, there's not enough rain, and if it's overheated, things like that catch on fire. Those are natural disasters. But there are things in place for things like this.
All right.
But what happened to monthly inspection? If we needed that water pump to work, these things are not being inspected monthly, at least weekly. The fire extinguisher at my job gets checked monthly. We don't really need it because we're not dealing with chemicals, but it's there.
That's true.
Because that's part of safety. So it's being checked.
Okay.
If not bi-weekly, monthly.
Look,
No?
like you said, policies need to be implemented. Nigeria needs to change. That's what it comes down to. Nigeria. Our prayers do go out to the family that lost their livelihood and their homes. But what it is Nigeria needs to change, especially the local politicians. You don't have to say Buhari, like you said.
Because it's
the
a national
local
thing.
politicians, it needs to change. There is supposed to be systems in place to
And it's to protect the people.
Yes.
And I feel like the first step in all of this, before you even do any reformation, is we need politicians that care about the people.
That's true.
These politicians don't care. I'm sorry. We're going to call a spade here today. Politicians don't care.
No, right, that's your...
They're probably like, we don't care, whatever. Okay, they died. What's next?
Chill
And I
out,
just feel like Nigeria is so conditioned to trauma.
You're right.
You shouldn't be okay with that. We're a populous country.
Very populous.
It's too many people. We're overly populated.
populated.
But that doesn't mean there should be senseless amounts of deaths that are like going just, unaccounted for. Who are we holding accountable? Okay. Blood pressure down.
Please. I don't want please. I don't want you to stress out, okay?
It is stressful. Just because it didn't happen to you personally or you weren't personally affected does not mean that it didn't happen.
No, it hit home.
It's humanity. At the end of the day, people are people.
Yes.
They have a right to their livelihood.
Yes.
Things happen. Accidents happen.
Yes.
But you cannot come to a site in a prompt amount of time and say, oh, the water pump, there was a fault. It was faulty. And just let the fire be. And then, with a chemical fire, if you use water, all it's gonna do is spread, continue to spread. Because water is not the answer for that. It's a class B fire. Anyways.
Chemistry for you guys.
101. No, but seriously.
No.
Nigeria needs a lot.
It does.
This is beyond prayers.
It needs to change.
It's beyond prayers at this point.
Nothing is ever beyond prayers.
Nothing is ever beyond prayers, but we can't just say, oh, we'll just pray about it and not be proactive.
The past
God helps those who help themselves. Let me tell you. You cannot pray to God, oh God, I need a new job, and then you're sitting at home crossing your hands and your legs and not applying to work. You have to do your part and let God do his part too.
Amen.
But what are we doing as a people? I'm not back home, but what are our people doing? You can't say, oh, it's okay. Oh, okay, we'll pray to... Yeah, we can pray, but what are we actually doing about it?
Okay. All right, you heard it.
And who are we holding accountable? Accountability is big. I need to know who we're holding accountable for these things.
Elizabeth for president 2023.
Not at all. I'm not interested at all. They'll kill me. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, no. Assassination.
I can't do it. And I'm a woman.
Yeah, you'll be assassanated quick. But you'll be the first. You'll be the first, and you'll go down as a, a martyr? That's what you'll go down as, a martyr. And that's why she's part of my congregation.
I'm Igbo, so they don't want me in office. Don't worry about that.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. Next topic.
Anyways.
Next topic.
But there's good news, though.
There is. There's always good news.
Black Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic. Who are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
Biles.
Yes. Who's the most decorated gymnast in the world, including men and women. She's the top.
Yes.
She's won 24, 25 medals already.
She beat out Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps, and those are legends.
But they're not gymnasts.
I mean, they're still they're greatest athletes of all time.
We can only rank them based on their sport.
No, we're talking about gold medal too.
Okay.
So Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps, a girl beat you guys. I'm just saying, I wouldn't. If I was an athlete, I'm not letting no girl beat me. But hey, Black Girl Magic, I respect it, and I love her for it. She's black, so I support her no matter what.
Yes, and our next girl is Coco Gauff, who's 15 years old.
15. I have a 15-year-old sister.
A professional tennis champion at 15.
I have a 15-year-old sister, doesn't even know how to wash a plate in my house. I'm telling you right now. Useless. Doesn't wash a plate, doesn't cook.
She can't even boil rice.
She can't. No, she can't. She can't boil rice. All she knows how to do is waste my money, waste my electricity, waste my water at my house. But look, that's neither here nor there. She's my sister. I love her, so I don't want to talk bad about her. But she's pathetic.
Okay.
At the age of 15.
And our third lady, who happens to be African, Kenyan to be more specific, is Bridget Koski. I don't know how to say her full name, but she participated in the Chicago Marathon for the second year in a row. And guess what? She broke the women's world marathon record. So they ran 26.2 miles. She did actually in 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Let me drive 26 miles.
Let me be able to run that. I wouldn't even drive anymore. I'll run to work, run to the grocery store.
Sweating. I work
I run to Aspen Rocks to come and record. I run to all the parties.
Not me.
I'll be on Grove Street. They're like, why are you sweating? I run here.
I can't even
I'll give Uber a run for their money.
Nah, I can't run down the street.
What are we paying for? Why are we paying for gas? I can run there.
I'm too fat.
No, you're too fat. But that's impressive. 26 miles in 2 hours.
Her legs must look like it.
No, she's this big. Nope, none of that. Kenyans are usually very lean.
Very skinny.
But they're good at running because of the way the land is.
Yeah.
It's like hills and all that stuff. They're good at that.
And that's all they do is run.
So it's great.
It is.
Congrats to her. That's big. Congrats to her.
From Mother Africa. We appreciate you. We appreciate you big time. Definitely. Oh my goodness. A lot of good things happen in October.
October is not a bad month. I mean, there's good and bad, but good things.
Also, our CEO,
celebrated his birthday
in October. Victor.
Dr. Victor Okorigwe. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday to
But celebrate our mom, so happy birthday.
Yes, of course. And of course, ladies, I am taking money for his husband. What is it? Price. Yes.
To close off, Civic Entertainment Gossip Television was recognized by the city of Orange. So they were recognized for exceptional achievements and commitment to service in the diaspora community.
Congratulations.
Come on.
Everyone play otra vez.
Bolale. Hey. Civic fat. So thank you guys so much for watching us again. Please keep watching us. It's not easy, but we're trying, and you guys all made this possible. So thank you.